TokyoFM. Welcome to TokyoFM. Today, we're staying on the subject of the underground's new wave, and we're traveling to the Midwest of the United States for the next batch of artists that are changing the way that we see and listen to underground music. That's the Kansas City Underground. And the city of Kansas City holds a group of many young and talented artists, all of which making their big waves into the underground scene and even bringing about a change in their own hometown. Today, we're looking into the artists Jack Manson, Ruby's Boy, and Artificial. To give some context over the past year, these three, as well as many others they've associated with, have done and hosted their own events and shows, as well as beginning their own journeys to perform at actual events at venues across the city. Not only are these three talented in music, but they are too talented within the fields of art and fashion, with them having close ties to underground fashion designer Corey Infinite, who even had Ark and Ruby's Boy model for his clothing brand, with their own music playing in the background. This not only shows that their creative experimentation is unique and interesting, but it shows that they're focused on creating and making their visions come to light. So let's analyze these artists.
Crying on stage, the crowd's crying amazed. I'm independent to them, but I'm in, and that's how my name is Jack.
To start off, we have the one and only Jack Manson. During the early years of Manson, we saw the potential, and then after, we now watch as Jack looks to take over the underground scene with his energetic personality and lyrical style. Jack, out of the three, has shown consistent improvement and growth, and his sound is becoming more and more intense as you look from his earlier works to now. To describe Jack Manson in 3 words would be wild, fast, and rad. For projects and songs, here are my top 5. With Jack Manson out of the way, let's look at the most controversial of the 3, Ruby's Boy. The wild artistic style of Ruby's Boy by itself is grungy and grimy. His rhythm can sound offbeat at times, but the way his flows go with his beat selection, it begins to make sense the more you dwell deep into his catalog. With Ruby's Boy, you can expect raunchy performances and a no fucks given attitude. Nothing more. But because of that raunchy style and his outgoing demeanor, it allowed him to shoot up the ranks within the underground, to be noticed by some notable hubs around the underground as the missing link of Kansas City. Words to describe the sound of Ruby's Boy can include different, weird, and punk. Here are some song recommendations. Next, we have the synthetic wizard behind many of the production around the Kansas underground, Artificial. Beginning his career with Jack and Ruby's Boy, Ark found his niche amongst the KC underground. First, Ark started as a producer, but has switched recently to vocals, and is currently making and producing songs from scratch for days on. His beats are both ethereal and digital, combined perfectly into that digital ambient trap sound. To describe Ark in 3 words would be synthetic, bouncy, and atmospheric. These 3 alone have made waves, but they are amongst many in the Kansas area that has swept the underground scene. The best part about the underground in Kansas City is that each and every artist played a part to help create the scene to where it is now. So let's continue to watch the work of these 3 artists and their many talented friends as they change the way that we look at the underground culture. Last but not least, we have fellow experimentalists and artists, Noghead. By himself, Noghead is looking to be the underground's next level. This experimental sound that we are seeing in this neo underground movement. Noghead has collabed with the likes of artists like Future Snakes, to even young lyricists like Gucci, who's been gaining popularity as of recent. Noghead is a good friend and just overall amazing and creative artist. Here are some song recommendations. Tokyo FM.